Barry Gibb, born on September 1, 1946, in Douglas, Isle of Man, has shaped the sound of modern pop, rock, and disco like few others. As the eldest brother of the Bee Gees, his falsetto voice and mastery of melody were pivotal in defining the band's iconic sound. The Gibb family's deep connection to music was clear from the start. Moving from England to Australia in the late 1950s, the three Gibb brothers, Barry, Robin, and Maurice, began honing their musical talents. Their journey together started under the name the Rattlesnakes, which eventually evolved into the Bee Gees. The brothers' ability to harmonize and their natural chemistry captured the attention of the music industry, and their rise to fame was just beginning. By the 1960s, they were on the fast track to international stardom. The Bee Gees' breakthrough, the sound of a generation. By 1967, Barry and his brothers had already carved their names into the fabric of popular music, with hit songs like To Love Somebody, Massachusetts, and New York Mining Disaster, 1941. These tracks showcased Barry's ability to craft emotionally resonant lyrics and melodies, elevating the Bee Gees to international recognition. However, it was in the 1970s that Barry and his brothers truly transformed the music landscape. When disco took center stage, the Bee Gees were ready to lead the way. Their contribution to the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, featuring timeless hits like Stayin Alive and How Deep Is Your Love, not only defined the era, but also solidified Barry's place as one of the greatest songwriters and vocalists in music history. This marked a defining moment in Barry's career, as his falsetto voice became a signature sound for the disco generation. A versatile artist, from the Bee Gees to solo success. Beyond his work with the Bee Gees, Barry Gibb's songwriting prowess extended to collaborations with other music legends. He wrote and produced hits for artists such as Barbra Streisand, Guilty, Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, Islands in the Stream, and Celine Dion, Immortality. His ability to tailor songs to each artist's unique style demonstrated his deep understanding of music and emotional expression. Even as the Bee Gees transitioned between musical eras, Barry's vision remained constant. He constantly reinvented the group's sound to stay relevant while maintaining their trademark harmonies. Throughout his illustrious career, Barry's songwriting, production, and vocal work have been celebrated worldwide, leaving an indelible mark on the music industry. The personal struggles behind the fame. Despite his success, Barry's personal life has not been without its challenges. The loss of his brothers Maurice in 2003 and Robin in 2012 left him with profound grief and loneliness. Having spent decades performing alongside his brothers, Barry's world was irrevocably changed by their deaths. Their absence forced Barry to confront both personal and creative struggles. Yet, rather than retreat from the spotlight, Barry continued to perform, keeping the Bee Gees' legacy alive. His solo albums, such as In the Now, 2016, offered a more intimate look into his personal reflections on love, loss, and survival. These moments of vulnerability in his music revealed the emotional depth and resilience that had been key to Barry's success throughout his career. A knighted legacy, Barry Gibb's recognition and achievements. Barry's contributions to music and charity have not gone unnoticed. In 2018, he was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II, a recognition not just of his musical genius, but also of his dedication to humanitarian causes. This honor reflected the immense impact Barry had on global music culture over the course of several decades. The Bee Gees were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1997, solidifying their place as one of the most influential musical acts in history. Barry's recognition extended beyond his songwriting and performances, as his tireless commitment to using his platform for good has set him apart as a true artist in every sense of the word. Barry Gibb's marriage to Linda Gray, a partnership built on love. Barry's personal life has also been marked by enduring love and partnership. His first marriage to Maureen Bates in 1966 ended in divorce in 1970, but it was his second marriage to Linda Gray, also in 1970, that became a defining chapter in his life. Their bond, which has lasted for over 5 decades, has been a cornerstone of Barry's emotional stability. Linda, a former Miss Edinburgh, has been by Barry's side through the highs and lows of his career. While the world saw Barry as a superstar, Linda kept him grounded, offering unwavering support through the success of the Bee Gees and the grief of losing his brothers. Together, they raised 5 children and built a life filled with love, stability, and shared passion for nature and horses, providing Barry with the strength to continue his musical journey. The tensions between Barry and Robin, a complicated brotherly bond. Behind the scenes, Barry's relationship with his brother Robin was marked by both love and tension. As the two strongest creative forces in the Bee Gees, their differences often led to friction, both professionally and personally. Barry admits that their rivalry, which sometimes turned into heated arguments, was a significant part of their dynamic. However, despite their conflicts, Barry never doubted Robin's incredible talent. Robin's voice, as Barry puts it, had a magical quality that transcended words, creating unforgettable emotional depth in songs like Massachusetts and I Started a Joke. Yet, as Barry reflects now, fame often created distance between them, with creative disagreements at the forefront of their struggles. This friction, combined with the pressures of stardom, tested their brotherly bond. The emotional reconciliation. Before Robin's passing, the passing of their brother Maurice in 2003 forced Barry and Robin to confront their unspoken tension. The loss of Maurice was a pivotal moment for the brothers, and it brought them closer for a time, allowing them to reconcile their differences. Barry acknowledges that Maurice was often the peacemaker between them, but after his passing, the realization of how much time they had wasted on petty arguments became painfully clear. In the years leading up to Robin's death in 2012, Barry and Robin had several moments of emotional reconciliation. Barry recalls visiting Robin in the hospital, where despite his frailty, Robin managed to smile and say, "We did it, didn't we, Baz?" This moment, Barry says, was when everything clicked. Everything they had been through, the music, the ups and downs, it was all worth it because they did it together. Living with the legacy of the Bee Gees, a brother's tribute. Since Robin's death, Barry has continued to carry the Bee Gees' legacy. He confesses that it can be lonely being the last surviving member of the group, but he still feels his brother's presence when he steps onto stage. "I can almost hear their voices beside me," Barry says, describing how their harmonies still resonate in his mind as he performs their classic hits. Even in his private moments, surrounded by old photographs and records, Barry reflects not on the fame, but on the deep connection he had with his brothers. Their shared experiences and the music they created together are what Barry treasures most. As he continues to perform, he does so not only for the fans, but as a tribute to the bond that transcended both music and family. Forgiveness and gratitude, Barry's final words on Robin's legacy. Barry admits that it took him years to forgive himself for the words left unspoken during their lifetime. "If I could go back, I'd tell Robin how proud I was of him," he says, reflecting on the years of sibling rivalry that sometimes overshadowed their true feelings for each other. He sees now that Robin was irreplaceable and acknowledges that there will never be another voice like his. In his final reflections, Barry expresses profound gratitude for the time he had with his brothers. "We did it together," he concludes, emphasizing the everlasting impact of their shared legacy. For Barry, the Bee Gees will always be 3. His brothers' spirits will forever be alive in the music they created and the love they shared.